Hi, this is the help video for PowerPoint Chapter 2, Pause and Practice Number 2. On the left, I have my instructions from the SimNet SimBook. On the right, I have the file as it exists at the end of 2.1. So we need to be in slide 4, and we're going to create a new table. So to insert a table, we can use one of the placeholders that are in the middle of the slide and do Insert Table. We want that table to be 4 columns by 5 rows. It's going to insert and put a column in there. I now want to enter the data. I'm going to put the first row in, and then I'm going to pause, finish, and come back to the movie. You don't need to see me type. So I'm just going to type item, tab, quantity, tab, cost each, tab, and totals, tab. And then I'm down to row 2. I'm going to go ahead and enter those. Okay, I have all of the data entered as it shows in Table 2.2. Now what I want to do is select all of the text in the table and go to the Home tab and change the font size to 20. I'm just making it a little bit bigger. So now what I want to do is adjust these column widths so that they're a little bit like there's too much space here. So in PowerPoint, when you're adjusting a table, you go above the table column, right? See, I'm above the table. I'm actually out of it. When it's a black down arrow, I'm going to click. That allows me to select that column. I can move to the edge of the column and double click, and it will autofill it. I can do that for both of these. When I get to the totals, though, if I do that, it's going to do the whole table. So I'm going to select out of the table and just come back and put your mouse on the edge. And when you get the vertical bar with the arrows going left and right, click, hold, and drag, and that will allow you to adjust the totals, which is at that edge instead of adjusting the, like auto-fitting the table. Okay, so I realized that I left off 2 pieces of information. I left off perennials and I left off the total, and I want both of those. So I want perennials to be above, I want shrubs to be above perennials. So I just want to click in the cell that says perennials, and in the layout, right here, insert above. It's going to add a column above where you're at. And I'm going to type in shrubs. 10, $40 each for $400. Then I want to put a total row at the bottom of the table. So I'm going to come down here to the hydro seeding row, and I'm going to say insert below. It's going to put the total row in there. I only really need 2 columns, one for the word total and one for the total over here. So I'm going to select the 3 cells on the right of that inserted row, and I'm going to merge those cells. So now I have 1, 2. In the left side, I'm going to type total, tab, and then 3,510. Okay. Alrighty, I'm good. Oh, I did miss aligning. Okay, so we want to select quantity, cost, and total. So I'm going to come up here, click, hold, and drag across, and I want to right align those columns. So all of the numbers move to the right, which makes sense because we want the ones, the tens, the hundreds all lined up. Okay, so now we're just going to style this. So I'm on step 5. So with the table selected, in the Table Design tab, we want to open up the table style and find Medium Style Accent 6. Medium Style 3, Accent 6. So it's this one right here. So I'm going to put that, and then I want to check what is showing. So I want header row, I want a total row, and I want banded row. So it made the appropriate changes. All right, so now what I want to do is change these grays to a different color, a light green, and change the total. So just like I did the column, I'm going to go outside of the table and wait until my mouse changes to a left arrow, and I've clicked that row. I'm going to go to Table Design, and right here in the paint can for fill, I want green accent 680, lighter 80%. So this very top light green. I'm going to do that. Clicked on the wrong thing there. So we should just be able to click on the green because it's already changed to the color we want. Then I want to select the total row, and I'm going to do that one a little bit different color. So I do need to bring the palette back up, and this time I'm going to do lighter 80. No, lighter 60. Yeah, so it's a little bit darker, right? So a little bit darker. We're going to click the first row, and so we want to table styles, we want right here, and we want to say cell bevel slant. There we go, slant. So the first row is going to have that slant look to it. All right, so let's select the table, and we want to select a pen color. So that's in Table Tools, and in the Draw Borders group, we want to pick the pen color, and we want to do green accent 6, darker 50, so that dark green. And the pen weight, we want to make it 6 points. All right, so now we want down here, and we want outside border. Okay, so I want to select the table after I have my pen tools. So I'm going to do pen dark green, darker 50, 6 point. I'm going to come over here, click down, outside border. It's going to put that border along the outside. With the table still selected, we're going to go to the effects, and we want shadow and offset bottom right. Then we want to, in the arrange group, layout, in arrange, we want it to be aligned center and aligned middle. So it's going to center it left and right, and then middle is going to go up and down. All right, let's click that off and see what that looks like. All right, so now what we need to do is to put a text box down here. So we're going to insert a shape that's a text box, and we're just going to start it down here. We'll size it later. So we're going to say sod cost for 8,000 square feet at 60 cents equals 4,800. All right, so we're going to type that. We want to change that font to 20, and then resize the box. And we want to do a shape fill. So we want to do a fill of green accent 6, lighter 60. Move it to the lower right of the slide. So if you want to look at this sample here, we're just going to put it kind of down there. All right, I think that's the end of this pause of practice, so we can go ahead and save it and we're ready for the next one. Thank you.